Hi, this is Mark from LongIslandWatch.com, and yes, this will probably be my last video. Before I head off to the Windup Watch Fair in Chicago this weekend, today is July 6th, so before we get to today's video content, just a quick commercial. So today is July 6th. This coming Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, I'll put a link in the video description, Windup Watch Fair. Coming to Chicago, new venue this year in Chicago to hold more brands. In case you do not know what Windup is, it is the largest consumer-facing watch show in the world, in the country, whatever. A lot of brands, mostly lesser-known brands, micros, boutique brands, etc. You'll see some bigger brands too, but you can get hands-on with the watches. Many instances, make your purchases, wear them the same day. Really nifty. We've been a part of the Windup Watch Fair for several years now. I don't know, maybe this is like our 20th show or something, maybe even more than that. So in Chicago this weekend, check it out. Today's video content. The Meca-Quartz movement, a beautiful marriage between mechanical and quartz movement. So you get the accuracy of quartz, but you get some of the clickety-clickety and gears of a mechanical. And I'm going to feature a watch today that, because we have it at a special price, it's an awesome price. I'm not going to say in the video because videos are forever, prices are not. But it's skeletonized in certain aspects, and I think it just brings out the beauty of the Meca-Quartz, and I want to share it with you. For owners, check today. One wrist, Islander Calabro, purple dial, white rubber strap, perfect summer watch when it's 105 degrees here in the Northeast. And then my other wrist is a little bit more esoteric piece. It's a GV2, it's a Givril, and is the 8-ball, and you can probably figure out how it got its name. Anyway, let's check out the Meca-Quartz. Okay, so we will lead with, well, the commercial part. These Duko Accelero chronographs in skeletonized, like you see here, and non-skeletonized versions are available on the website now for a super duper price. I've got about a dozen different models for you to choose from, and they're all really, really cool. I wanted just to feature these two skeleton ones. They're the same watch, just a black dial and a white dial, you know, kind of to keep it interesting. I'll probably do the black though. I feel like get a little more of a contrast. We'll go over all the specs and stuff, but I wanted to show you inside those subdials. You can see it's skeletonized, and there's actually, well, there's parts. If you look at the seconds hand, this is running seconds down here. It ticks like a normal quartz watch. This is your useless 24-hour hand, but then this is a lapsed minutes for the chronograph, and center is elapsed seconds. Operation is cool. You unscrew, yeah, they're screw down pushers, so you unscrew the pusher. And because it's mechanical, or a Meca-Quartz, I should say, when you click, you get a satisfying, you probably won't hear it through my mic, but you do get a satisfying crunch. And it starts off and it ticks in, this is a VK63, I believe it's ticking in 1/5 of a second intervals. You would unscrew the other button to get yourself ready to reset if you want, and then stop. And how do you for sure know it's a Meca-Quartz? When you reset it, instead of the hand taking its time and going around, it just flies back to zero. Really cool, just like a real mechanical chronograph would. Okay, so as I mentioned, it's running on a VK63, which is a TMI. It's like Seiko's movement arm time module, VK63 movement. So it runs on a battery. The case itself is 40 mil. It's obviously styled to look like a Daytona, right? I mean, let's not beat around the bush. That is clear. 40 millimeters in diameter, 12 thick, and of course, sapphire crystal. Isn't that nice? 48 millimeters on the lug tip to lug tip. It is a solid screw down case back. It is solid link, solid end link. It is pins though. It is not sized with screws, but you can see how nice the bracelet is, how nice it integrates into the case. Super duper smooth, 20 millimeters. It is female end link, so it does fold down for great articulation. It is PCL, what they call polished center links. I'm not a huge fan of the polished center link bracelet on almost anything, just because it picks up so much scratching rather easily. It's a standard 3-position micro adjust clasp. Let's see, weighs 150 grams on the bracelet. And even though it is screw down crowns and, screw down pushes and a screw down crown, It is 100 meters of water resistant. It is not like a diver, even though it's got all that screw down stuff. To set the watch, pretty simple. Crown, unscrew it, pull it out, change the time, and then one click will change the date. Your date is located here, cleanly between the 4 and the 5 o'clock. Beautiful tachymeter bezel. No, it's not ceramic. I know someone's going to ask, and that is used for timing, kind of like timing intervals to see how, if you, let's say you press start and you time how long it takes something to go a mile. If the seconds hand hits here, when it does a mile, it is going 400 miles per hour. So you can see if it makes one full revolution, if it takes 60 seconds to go a mile, that is indeed 60 miles an hour. If you just want to figure out what the number is, it's basically the number of minutes on the dial here. 3600 divided by that gives you the tachymeter number. Kind of a little hack if you want to know what's in between the numbers. So it comes in black dial, it comes in white dial, it comes in blue dial, it comes in two tones, it comes in a full black IP treatment. But as I said, to me the beauty here is checking out those awesome subdials. It just looks so cool when you go through all three of them, and you can just see inside just a little bit of glimpse, a little glimpse of how the machine actually works. Knowing that it is a quartz or a battery operated watch, yet it still has this little mechanical marvel inside. Gets the okay in my book. Let's do a Lume, a wrist, and be done. So there it glows. It's a little bit occluded at the 12 because the seconds hand for the chrono is on top. Let's see if I can get the seconds hand to move out of the way. But you can actually also see that there it goes. So you can actually see that the subdial hands are loomed as well, though I'm not sure how accurate that's going to be for you when you try to see how much time has elapsed in the dark. But let's see how this looks on the wrist. So here it is on my 6.5, 6 3/4 inch wrist. It fits like a dream. The MSRP, I guess I can say it on these because those are kind of fixed. I don't know, somewhere in the mid to upper twos. Like I said, smoking deal on these right now. So I definitely would not hesitate to pick one up. It's just going to last through the month of July. And it's still pretty early in the month, so well, you got some time. And I think that'll do it for us here today. This has been Mark from lug-to-lug.com, showing you some Meca-Quartz chronographs, a little bit of skeletonizing inside so you can get a little sneak peek into the world of the mechanics. Please like the video if you enjoyed it, subscribe to the channel if you have not done so. Questions, comments, anything else you want to say, put it down below. I'll be sure to address it as soon as I can. Thank you very much for watching. Bye-bye.